I'm going to do my very first try with McGrath palette that Kailee lent me. So it's this one here. It's the Mthrshp Sublime Bronze Temptation eyeshadow palette. So it has one of these little sheets with the names on them, and I'm guessing that I've got it around the right way, and that this colour here is called Celestial because it looks the most celestial to me. So I'm guessing that's the way it's supposed to go, because I didn't really look at it properly before I took the plastic out to look at the shadows. It's got 6 colours in here, as you can see. See what I can do with it, and if the formula is any better for being an expensive palette or not than my less expensive palettes. That's what I'm really curious about, is whether it's like, wow, this formula is really worth spending the extra money on or not. So I'm going to go in with, what's this colour called? Burning Desire. This brown here first. And I've done what I normally do with my eyes. I've done my eyebrows and I've primed with my Milani eyeshadow primer, but I haven't set it. So I've just done what I would normally do. Certainly blends really easily. So I've just dipped it in and tapped my brush off. Just go in with a little bit more. Now I want a fairly soft colour, so I'm not packing on a lot of colour. My husband's got a MRI today, so we're going to the hospital, so I don't need crazy colourful makeup. And this palette doesn't have crazy colourful makeup in it anyway. So I'm going to go in with a different brush, and I'm going in with that same brown colour here. Because I just want to pack it on a bit more. A couple of creases from my primer. Just want to deepen up that outer corner just a little bit, but I don't want to use a darker colour. So that worked for deepening it up. And now, with the flat brush, I'm really curious to see how the shimmers work in this palette. Make sure my brush is all nice and clean. And we're going to go in with the Celestial. So that's what it was called. Yeah. With my flat brush, it's quite powdery in the pan, if you can see that. I'm just going to put it on dry first, because I always like to try them dry. It is a nice sparkly colour. And now I'm going to try it wet just to see what it looks like. So it definitely does show up more wet, so this is the wet side, this is the dry side. I'll dry off my brush so I don't get any hard pen or anything. I don't want any wet shadow in there. The shimmer is pretty. But there's quite a bit of kick up in the pen with that shimmer shade up there. But it's no messier than some of my other palettes that I have. Not a little bit of fallout on my face, but not too much from that glitter shade, from that shimmer shade I should say. It's not glitter, it's shimmer. But my whole eyelid is shimmery. And it's all shimmery up here as well. It's all shimmery up here as well. I'm only going to use those two colours for now, and then I'm going to put my base on and then I'll come back. Here I'm going to do something a little different, and I'm going to use my bronzing brush, and I'm going to go into that same colour that I used up here, this one here, and try it as my bronzer. I can't be bothered looking up what it was called again. I can get away with a fairly warm bronzer with my warm skin tone, so getting more into using my eyeshadow for different things, just to experiment and find out what things work, and sort of coming to the conclusion that I don't really need to buy a lot of other products, because you can do so much with the eyeshadow if you've got the right tones of eyeshadow. It's just a little bit more work blending them out. Like when you use them as a blush, you've got to use them really carefully. So, I don't know if you can see that on camera. Headband's sticking into me. So I did have some contour on already, but I've just used that as a nice warm bronzer. So I just used it as a nice warm bronzer. What do you think? Just put a bit of blush on. Just using the blush out of my pen and my palette. So underneath I'm going to put my Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in Very Fantastic. And then I'm going to use, what's this colour called? Corruption. This colour here. It's an interesting colour. It kind of goes red gold shift. And I'm going to put that under here. Sort of a burgundy gold shift, I should say. And I'm going to go in with this colour again. So Celestial for my inner corner. And tightline. So I'll tightline and do my mascara and spray my face with setting spray, and then I'll come back. And I also put a little bit of brown liner on top of my lashes, so I'm going to go back into the palette and get this matte dark brown. And I'm going to go over that liner with it. Just to set the liner so it doesn't move around. And now I'm going to do my mascara. So I haven't got any highlighter on yet, but I have got little specks of glitter all around here and around here, and I think that's from that shimmer colour. I was going to use that shimmer colour as a highlighter, but it's quite glittery. I'm going to do it anyway, just to see, since I've got highlighter, since I've got glitter on there already. So on my lips I put my Maybelline Touch of Spice matte colour, looks like this. Sort of tie in with the colour I had under my eyes. I'm not sure if I like it as a highlighter. It's quite glittery, I think, out in the sun. It will show a lot of glitter. But it's pretty on the eyes. Did it work any better than any of my other eyeshadows? I don't know. I couldn't see that much difference. The mattes definitely blended out nicely. But we'll see how it wears, and I'll do a few more looks with it and see what I think. So I'm going to do look 2 with the McGrath palette that Kailee Wesley lent me. And today I think I'll use the kind of bronzy colour here and this green colour, and probably a few others. The brushes where I can see them. Now, because I'm going to do a few looks with this and then give you my sort of impression of it, I'm just going to speed through this and then show you the final look and tell you what I think of it when I've finished trying out all the different colours. Done my face makeup, and now I'm going to do under my eyes. And I'm basically going to do what I did on the top underneath. And I'm just going to do a little highlight in the inner corners. And there is look 2. So I'm going to do a last look with this palette, and then I'll give my final thoughts on what I think about it. So this time I feel like there's really only one colour you can go in as a transition, and that is that one. So I've been using that one the whole time for a transition because I feel like there isn't any other colour there to do that with. So I'm going to get that colour. And I haven't used very much of this dark brown, so I'm going to use that dark brown. And then I'm going to go in with this colour here. And then I'm going to go into this colour here. Did I do that? Actually, I might go into this colour here because I can't remember if I've actually used that with this one here. It's kind of a dark bronzy gold. It's quite pretty. And the reason why I can't remember if I used that colour or not is because I did my first look before I went away on holiday, and then I'm doing the other looks afterwards, so it's been a couple of weeks since I've used it. And then I'm going to go into Celestial. And just bump up that colour a little bit. Just brighten it up in the very inner corner. Yeah, it's sort of got a... Just add some eyeshadow on my finger and I just stuck it on my face. It's got a... That colour down there has got a little bit of a darker reflect in it. You can see on my finger. So it doesn't go that well on the inner corner if you don't want dark on your inner corner. Okay, I might try some of that here, that same colour. And then use a bit more of the reddy one to blend it in. They do go nicely, those two shimmers together. So that's my eye look so far. So I've just tight lined and put a bit of dark brown in the bottom. And now I'll put my mascara on. Okay, so final thoughts on this palette with my microphone on this time instead of off. Here are the colours. That's the best way to... And you can see I have used this because it's all covered in fallout. What did I think of it? The dark brown matte and the lighter brown matte all worked really well. They went on really pigmented and they blended out nicely. I think you can see that there because I've got the dark brown in the corner and the lighter brown up here. There's only one colour you can use as a kind of transition type colour really, unless you want to put shimmer all through your crease. So to me, For the colour scheme, it's a limited colour scheme for me. You could do a very natural everyday look with little pops of green or sort of that burgundy gold shifty colour, and that's fine. But the shimmers are pretty, and they are nice and shimmery, but they do leave little glittery specks on my face. So there is some fallout with them when you're putting them on, and through the day I get little glittery specks all over my face with it. Is it worth the money? Does it work better than my drugstore stuff? Because this palette here is the only high-end palette I have ever tried. All my own makeup is drugstore, basically, or equivalent to drugstore. They're not expensive palettes. I don't feel like it worked any better than a lot of my other palettes. It worked better than some, but then some of my drugstore palettes worked better than others as well. But I don't feel like I put it on and was like, wow, this is so much better than anything I've ever used before. And for the price, that's what I would want. I'd want to put it on and think, wow, this is just so much better than anything I've ever used. Because they're expensive, and if I'm going to spend that kind of money, it better blow me away. But it was good. It was definitely high quality. It worked well, but would I spend that much money on one? No, I wouldn't. I really enjoyed having the chance to use it. So thank you so much, Kailee, for lending this to me. I will clean it up and sanitize it and send it back to you. And I was panicking for a bit because I thought I'd lost the little plastic sheet, but I had to put my glasses on to see it because it just blended in too much with my desk. So it was really interesting to be able to try out a high-end palette and see if I was really missing out on anything, and I don't think I am missing out on anything really. But I've always been a bit like that. Instead of just having one palette or one piece of clothing that's high quality and costs me a lot, I'd rather have 3 pieces of clothing or 3 palettes or more for the price, and have more choice and experiment. So, it's very, very pretty packaging. It's pretty eyeshadow palette, a bit too neutral for me, but I took that into account when I was doing the eye looks, that, you know, okay, yeah, it is a fairly neutral palette. I have to just get over that and just test it on the kind of formula. But I didn't put it on and think, this is the best thing I've ever put on my eyes before. It was just, yeah, it's good. But there are other things that I've got that are just as good. So, those are my final thoughts on the Pat McGrath Mthrshp Palette Bronze Temptation. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.